guys, what's going on? F1 my pawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had managed to complete most of the side objectives that we had wanted to do. And for this stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be getting into Act 4 once we've completed the Act 3 final tidbits that we've got to do. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Okay, so for the plan today, before we go any further, we've got to buff up, because we are currently exhausted, and that is going to be not a good effect. We are going to have to speed through this, at least a little bit, but otherwise we are, for the most part, ready for everything. The only issue is that, of course, we are exhausted, so I may actually take the time to rest here before I go any further. This will at least give us our animal companions to bring along with us, which is probably for the best. So that is sort of what I'm going for here. So we are just going to rest it up here. We are going to make sure we are buffed. We're probably going to go for the Moss Potage, but anything goes, really. Let's see. I don't think there's really anything that really sticks to being a good option, so the Moss Potage is probably for the best. It does give us a +3 to skill checks, after all. We don't need to make any potions, so yeah. Let's quickly go through this. Let's succeed. Yep, there we go. Moss Potage is done. Alright. Now that we are fully rested, we don't need to worry too much about buffs. And let's... well, not really. We do need to worry about buffs, but yeah, we're just going to bulk up here and get ready for the fight at hand. So we're going to pause here and get everything ready. Alright, starting out, we are going to be using... remove fear, remove sickness. That's a good staple. We're going to use mage armor here. I don't need bless, though. We'll use feather step, just to help us against rough terrain. Not that we actually need it, but yeah, it's there. Might as well use it. We don't need to align our weapons just yet, but we do have the... yeah, we do have the ability to finesse weapons, so there you go. Alright, where am I? Oh, right. So we need to use bark skin here. This will increase our AC by 2. We don't need blur just yet, but we will use delay poison here. What else? Fox's cunning is not necessary right now. We don't need blur. We are going to be using protection from arrows. We don't need the resistances just yet, but it is something... well, I guess I could use it now. I mean... nah, we'll save it for later. When we do actually go into the combats, I suppose. I'm not too worried about the early level buffs, but the late level buffs we're certainly going to need to utilize. If they're going to last an hour, might as well make them last that hour. If you guys catch my drift, that is. Okay. We are gonna go for Greater False Life. There we go. We're gonna use Freedom Movement. That's gonna last an hour. Save for Stone Skin. I should probably use the Signet of House Verspelio. Give myself a +5 to Persuasion checks. We're gonna need Echolocation. And I think that's that. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with those results. I think I've got all the buffs I need. And worst case, I've got 2 polymorphs of green and bronze types. So we do have potential in dragon form, so there you go. And worst case, we've got some tsunamis that we can call upon. So it's not like we're lacking in options available to us. Other than that, I guess the last thing that we can do is Heroism. That's going to last us 50 minutes. So there we go. Okay. We are going to use a Dexterity Mutagen here. This is going to increase our defenses even further. There we go. That is going to give us a boost for 1 hour and 40 minutes. And given the circumstances, kind of necessary. We're going to save under stream 40. There we go. Moving into Act 4. Alright, Queen Golf. Well, yeah, let's go in.
Well, are you ready?
I'm ready. The Midnight Fane will fall.
Wait. I wish to speak with you. Alone.
Of course, let's
If
go.
you have no... Lead on.
We're going to speed through this dialogue, and we should be good to go. We're going to quickly speed through this. All right, let's do this. We'll speed through the dialogue because we've already gone through it last stream. So we're just gonna crack into it today. Okay, done that, done that, done that. Alright, let's go. Alright, and buffed as I am, we should be good to go. We are very bulked. I should be able to charge literally anyone here, and I would be fine. Well, it does appear that I can't charge anyone I just want to, but I can certainly charge the Infiltrator, and I should be fine. Yeah, let's go for the Infiltrator here. There we go. It's a good thing I have damage reduction. I'll move Bismuth back here. Alright, well, hopefully the damage reduction is going to carry with everything I've done thus far. So we'll be fine, hopefully. Alright, let's see. What can I do here? I'm going to give Ivu the storm. There we go. Oh, Firestorm won't work. Well, it would, but it wouldn't do that much. We're going to give Stein a boost with AC. We'll go from there. Everybody's going to start doing their thing. It does appear this Babao Infiltrator is flat-footed, but we're going to Intimidate here. That way it's more likely that we can get some kills here. What I should have done, probably, is increase my Diplomacy here. Guarantee the chances. Oh well. Ow. Let's go with a heal. And that will lend us some aid there, I suppose. There we go. That'll at least help with most of the damage that we're suffering from here. We'll start with you. Alright, 5 foot here. Oh, there goes the individual there. Rip. Oh well, we'll manage. Yeah, unexpectedly, these guys are really dangerous. So, yeah. Firestorm it up. There we go. Alright, let's 5 foot here. There we are.
It isn't my time yet.
Oh my god, okay. Alright, Queen Crawlfree is literally at 1. Okay.
I will fight to the last breath.
Okay, so she's not gonna die unless we actually... Unless things go awry, but it seems like things are gonna be fine, all the same.
It isn't my time yet.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Ivu's having a rough time, but that's fine. Oh, right, these guys are immune to Shaken. My mistake. Oh well.
I will fight to the last breath.
Okay, that Infiltrator is really ruining the day of Queen Galfrey. Thankfully, she's immune to death for a while. But, yeah, no, she's gonna have a rough time of it, no matter what. Alright.
It isn't my time yet.
Queen Galfrey might go down here. Alright, here we go. There you go, that's 1, and that's 2. Good. We'll yoink everything here, and yeah, so effectively... how is our healing, actually? Oh boy, we're suffering a similar situation than before, okay. So I might have to load back into prep for Act 4 instead, because that's when we were actively healing. So, To give you a rough idea, resting actually bugs out our fast healing for some reason. Apparently it just is a wonky situation there. I don't know why it does it, but it likes to bug out for some reason. So that's my issue right now, is that the fast healing is bugged. I know it works when we're here, so I guess I can just rework it here. I just gotta rebuff, basically. Which is annoying, but it's expected given the circumstances, so... As annoying as it is, I'm gonna have to do this again. Alright, let's unpolymorph here. Okay. You know what? Let's use all the resistances. Why not? Right? And given the fact that I'm going to be dealing with a lot of dangerous Babao, might as well use everything that we got here, right?
Our time has come.
Okay, where was I? Oh yes, here we go. Why can I use this? Okay, that's annoying. I should be able to use that. Fine, I'll just use the potion version, I suppose. But before that, let's re-equip the thing. It's over here. Alright. Okay, we're in blur. Alright, let's use displacement here just to get it. Protections come our way. Okay, reduce person we don't necessarily need, but we'll use it anyways. There we go, that'll reduce our size, but increase our boost there. We don't need Death Ward for this. We are going to need Stone Skin for this. We are also going to need Restoration. That will help our stats significantly. Alright, False Life Greater. There we go. Heroism Potion. And I think that covers the majority. Now, hopefully this does work out in the end, and we're not going to be suffering because of it, but we'll have to see. I should probably also use Mind Blank here, just to have it on. But alas, we should be fine. This does mean that we will lack the Mutagen of Dexterity, but honestly, it's all the price to pay for what we're doing here. Alright, let's speed through this dialogue and quickly get this done. Alright. God, this is such a pain in the butts. But it needs to be done, so whatever. Hopefully we still retain the fast healing, though, because of this incident. Because otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the butt. Because it's always a dicey... It's always a dicey prospect given the circumstances here. We should still have the fast healing from both sources, though. Activate this. Move in position. And, yep, let's begin this properly. Alright, let's just wait. Oh, this is such a tedious situation, huh? Alright. Well, given everybody's in position, I guess I can intimidate here. There we go. Anybody that is immune to Shaken isn't gonna have a rough time no matter what, so that's good. Okay, everybody's getting their just due here. Okay, let's back up here. There we go. Hand of the Inheritor's going ham now. Good. Ooh. Hand of the Inheritor's having a rough time. That's for certain. Oh, there goes the Hand of the Inheritor. Damn. Yeah, no, the Bauer are actually winning it out a little bit better here, it seems. Probably only due to the fact that, yeah, so everybody's having a rough time, to say the least. Alright, Dazzled.
It isn't my time yet.
Queen Golfrey's getting completely demolished here. Hand of the Inheritor's gone down, as expected, but, you know, we're doing our best here. Start with you, and then deal with the Infiltrator.
I will fight to the last breath.
They're trying their absolute best to try and take us out, but to no avail. Okay. There goes the Monastic Deva, and it's just me and him. There we go. A bunch of everybody is basically up now. We should be fine. We didn't actually take any damage, which is impressive, I must admit. Now, do we still have the fast healing? I don't know. I'll have to check here real quick. 1 second. We've got the resistances of everything here just being bulky as hell. So that's good. Never mind the additional 20 and 10 we're actually getting from everything else, but I digress. I'm going to assume that we're fine. So we're going to save on Act 4 here. Hello, Average Weeb. How you doing? Yeah, we don't need to deal with this altar. We're not evil, so yeah. Alright. Oh, that was a trap. Great. Oh well, could be worse. At least we can disarm this. And we can close the door if we so desire, and we should be good. Ah, nice. I wish you the best on your practice, then. Okay, we got distorted mythic skiers. We're gonna have to save here, and we should be good to go. If you're wondering why I'm playing Pathfinder right now, it's mainly due to the fact that I didn't stream yesterday, so I'm doing it today. Just so I can get it out of the way. A tall barricade of bodies spans the passage. It gives off an ungodly stench. Huge ash-giant carcasses are wedged between the broken demon corpses and the tattered remains of mortals. Some of the bodies have obviously been slain here for a few days and have begun to rot, while others are dripping with flesh blood. They were slain recently. You hear trembling, wicked laughter from the other side of the barricade. You recognize the voice. It is the demoness, Minago. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd find us even here. Look, we have raised a barrow in your honor. Darazan ordered us to disembowel all the prisoners, and any of his soldiers who dare to show any fear, not of enough zeal. How about doing me a favor and running away again? How about you doing me a favor and just dropping dead? Minago hisses, but despite her venomous words, her voice wavers. Where are you, you dumb beasts? If you don't want your body added to the pile, stop him! As you can see, she's in a big mood, to say the least. I am a little worried about most of these guys, but honestly, with a quick intimidation, we're gonna be fine. Yeah. As long as we get the Intimidate out, it's basically going to be game over for them. They can't resist the damage that we're going to be dealing out, so we'll be fine. Ow. Alright, but yes, as I predicted, the rest that we did in the our keep didn't actually help us in our defenses, so yeah, we have to rest outside in most cases, otherwise we lose out on our fast healing, which sucks. But it could be worse, to be fair, so I'm going to take the W where I can and just take advantage where I can. For now, though, we're going to take it with stride. We're going to take 5-foot steps to avoid as much damage as possible. Thankfully, our AC is going to be absurdly high. If not for the fact, you know, we're being flanked here, but, you know, we'll take our wins as we can. The Eliminators are probably going to be the worst off, but the Mythic Skier is also a danger. So we're just going to have to hope things are going to work out in our favor. We'll take out one enemy at a time, and we're slowly going to get up to level 20 today, I think. Slowly but surely, but, you know, we'll take our wins as we go. Okay, the Skier Brute is probably a danger, so we're going to deal with him next. There we go. As long as we reduce their to hit, we are going to be fine. And given that the Distorted Mythic Skier has, yeah, the Distorted Mythic Skier isn't really doing well anyway, so it's fine. There we go. We'll deal with the Warrior next, and then go from there. Nice try. Okay, that just leaves the Eliminator and the Mythic Skier, who are all going to have a rough time to try and hit us. We will shaken both of them, which is the intended goal here. And then we are going to 5-foot step, probably deal with the Mythic Skier or the Eliminator. I'm probably going to go the Eliminator first, and then we'll go from there. Because the Mythic guy is going to be taking 2 rounds to take out anyways, so it's fine. This guy's going to full attack now, but with our boosts, he's going to be an easy target. Alright, with that, though, he's going to be trying to stand up, but to no avail. Yeah, he goes back up, reincarnates, and all that jazz, but we'll be fine. If I recall correctly. Yeah, he's shaken for 30 seconds, so... Yeah, no, he's shaken, he's flat-footed. He's gonna have a rough time no matter what, so there you go. That was an easy combat. We get ourselves a +3 Bardiche. Everybody's dead. That's good. We can go across the barrier if we so desire, but I don't feel like we need to. Although we could, to be fair. We do have the skill check proficiency to go to the other side if we so desire. So I am going to attempt that, actually. Why not, right? Hey! Hello, ferocious skiers and everybody. Probably weren't expecting me to jump the barricade, were ya? And yeah, worst case, we can always just go to the other side again, so it's not like it's a huge deal. I'm gonna 5-foot here. There we go. They're all flat-footed anyway, so that's good. Probably weren't expecting me to come in here with combat in mind. It does appear that we did get stunned, which sucks, but could be worse. Our physical damage reduction is going to carry us here and prevent us from losing too much out of here. Well, except for the sneak attacks, in which case, there you go, right? But the fast healing should cover for that issue. Alright. Let's intimidate here. 5 foot away. There we go. That'll give us our healing going through. We're going to have to deal with the Babao Eliminators first, I'm thinking. And then we should be good. Definitely going to need more AC, though, in the future. We'll see. We'll see. Start with the Babao Eliminator. There we go. That's one. 5 foot over across here. Nice. Okay, otherwise it seems like these enemies are pretty easy to deal with. Yeah. Just need to target the Babao Eliminator first. There we go. 5 foot across here. Really, I should probably deal with the Pillager because he does have stuns. So, probably for the best that I deal with him. But any real target goes, so it's not like it's a problem here. Alright, we're gonna go for the Pillager here. There we go. Yeah, they're moving like lightning because there isn't really much else to do. Okay, is this guy flat-footed? He is no longer flat-footed, so it's in our best interest to target any of the flat-footed individuals. We're going to target the Clopicus. There we go. We'll go from there. There we go. We'll target the spear here. There we go. 5 foot up here. There we go. Just keep circling these guys. We don't need to make them flat-footed here, I don't think, given the circumstances. So we're just going to take them out, you know, post-haste like this. There you go. Completely ruined the day of the Pillager, and we should be good. Hoorah. Managed to even get a crit. Nice. Alright, and with that, we've cleared out the majority of the area, so that's good. We're going to save here. And we could, you know, continue on our merry way, but I do believe I want to do the athletics anyways. Yeah, if we go the other way, that's going to be interesting. We'll open this. Oh, I see. We don't really need to worry about these, so I'm just going to do that. Then we'll hop over to the other side. Get a ton of experience for it. Alright. Let's save here. And let's investigate here. I do believe we'll be able to break through without relative ease. We'll use an apprentice lockpick here. There we go. Nice. Ferocious skiers are coming in. I should be able to easily intimidate these guys, and we should be good. Yep, there we go. 5 foot back. These guys are going to start coming over. A little worried about the ferocious versions, but we'll be fine. Well, no, I'm more worried about the distorted one, but This guy's going to be really easy to deal with, as you can see. Honestly, I might as well just let him be, really. Yeah, no, these guys are basically over. Deal with the first one. And honestly, we just 5 foot step forward, and they won't be handling us anytime soon. Because they are weak. Naturally. Okay, they stood no chance. We are suffering from heavy encumbrance, though, so that is something worth noting. But we'll be fine, I think. Let's go by weight and descending order here. Okay, yeah, we're dealing with a significant form of weight. But thankfully, we can easily just drop everything that was a bit weighty here, and we should be fine. And that'll reduce our carrying capacity issues that we are currently suffering from. Alright, there we go. And for weapons, we'll just drop the weapons here, and we should be fine. Not that we really need to worry too much. I mean, these are, like, heavy weights anyways, so whatever. Okay. Price in descending order. Alright, let's get going. Let's save here. Because I do believe there is a demon here that we gotta worry about, so... Here we go. These guys are flat-footed, so I will charge in and catch them by surprise. We got a pursuer retriever here. Interesting. Hello. I wasn't exactly expecting this, but okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to deal with the pursuer retriever, otherwise it's going to be hellish. Yeah. If we don't deal with the pursuer retriever, they're going to ruin our day, so... Let's just wail on the pursuer and then go from there. It does appear that we managed to get the sneak attacks, though, so that's good. We'll just take our blessings as they come. So that's good. Yeah. There we go. 5 foot this direction. Make it harder for us to be targeted. Alright, let's intimidate here. 5 foot. Alright, start with the sneak attacks here. Provoke this guy to come forward. As we do, you know. And that's just how it goes. Alright, now for you. We'll 5 foot forward just to make it harder for him to run. Not that he is going to, anyways. But hey, we'll be fine. Alright, we are now going to a part of the Abyss. So, the Midnight Fane, or at the very least, the area that we are currently in, called, yeah, the Midnight Fane. It is a very interesting area where it's a mix between the Abyss and not. We're going to be warping to various areas here and there, so be prepared. That is a failed knowledge check, but that's fine. We can easily reload and attempt it again. We should be fine. Shouldn't be that hard to accomplish, to my knowledge, so we should be good. Knowledge check is a DC 30. So we are going to have to make a very high check here. Which is the problem, but I do believe I can polymorph, and then I can just make the check with a +5 bonus. So it's not like it's a huge deal. But yeah, no, I'm going to have to do it unpolymorphed in this particular instance. Otherwise, it's not going to be as effective, I would imagine. There is going to be a point in this dungeon that I probably do rest, but I haven't decided yet. Regardless, we are going to need to unpolymorph here, just so we can get a boost in our Knowledge Arcana here. It's a small boost, but it's still better than nothing. So we're going to save here, move... Yep, there we go.
Do not hold back.
Going to make the knowledge check.
This task is beyond me.
Alright, we failed, but that's an easy load. Okay.
The deed is
There we
done.
go. The wall of purple flame can only be a planar rift, one called the Gates of Midnight in the Lexicon of Paradox. Yep, we're not going to be going in there just yet. But, yeah. We're going to have to jump through a few portals here and there, but otherwise we should be fine. Okay, it doesn't seem like we can go any further anyway, so... Oh, there is more traps though, so we will, That is a load, thankfully. Good thing I, Oh, did I save or not? I don't think I saved. Damn. Ah well. It's fine. We can easily just re-roll it, worst case. Best case, we did succeed, so... Yeah, it'll be fine. No, we did succeed. Okay, good. We failed a perception check. That should be a decent check. God. Even though we're this good, we don't have these skill checks necessary. Damn. Oh well. We're doing the best that we can, given our circumstances, so... I can't really complain. Well, can't complain much, I should say. Let's save here, just for the sake of convenience. And let's get to it. There we go, 540. Alright, well, with that, we are going into the Abyss. Or at least we're going to start going into the Abyss. So, a word of note. Once we start hearing the horns, we are going to have to retreat back to the center room. Because that is one of the objectives that we have to overcome here. Because otherwise, we are going to get... Or our companions in the middle room are going to get overwhelmed. Which is not what we want. Oh god, Nefalshi. This is going to be an interesting fight. There's also the voracious versions, which is easily just as bad. Oh boy. Alright, let's see how we fare. Yeah, no, the Unholy Aura is going to be one of the few big burdens that we're going to have to overcome. Lovely. Alright, let's intimidate here. That should be easy enough. Oh, they have ended up stunning us. Great. For how long? A number of rounds. Okay. It sucks that I can't really defend myself here, but we can't really do much about it. We'll just have to overcome with fast healing. Oh my god, the daze condition is only going worse. Okay, huh. Well, that's concerning. I might need to polymorph into something different then. Because, I don't think I can handle that. Not unless I full attack with a charge, after all. So there you go. That's very concerning. Yeah, because if they perpetually stun me, then I'm basically boned, aren't I? Alright, let's see. They've got acid, cold, acid, cold, and fire resistance. They're immune to electricity, obviously. But the biggest thing is that they can spam one of their abilities, which is, I think, Unholy Nimbus. Yeah. 3 times per day is a free action. You can, they can stun. And they can do that actually 6 times a day because of the Unholy Nimbus. Is there a way to be immune to daze, though? I don't think there is, unfortunately. Although it is a will save, and is it a morale? Or is it the type that is a mind-affecting effect? It is a supernatural effect. Okay, that's pretty nasty, though, I must admit. I don't think there's really much I can do here. Well, the most I can do, really, is unpolymorph, then polymorph into a Simildon, which is the next best thing. So I'm going to save here. And then we are going to polymorph into a Simildon, which will give us a full attack. And we'll pray that's enough. Either way, it's gonna last a minute, no matter what, so we're gonna get spammed no matter what we do, so... Let's just take out one of the 3 enemies, at least. Or try to take out 3 of the enemies. We'll have to see. Okay. Okay, hold on. There we go. I lost some strength, but honestly, I could care less. Ow. Okay, they're doing their own Unholy Nimbus shenanigans, as expected. We're going to be stunned for a while, I'm expecting. Yeah, they're going to spam their Unholy Nimbus shenanigans at us, so we'll just have to hope our fast healing's going to carry, for the most part. I'd rather 2 attack us than 3, so I suppose it's a small price we can pay. I guess I could also rely on a buff that is going to make them take damage as we are doing this, but I don't think this is going to be carrying us too heavily. Regardless, the physical damage reduction is going to help, though, so we'll be fine. Well, either way, we're just going to have to hope it's enough, so let's just pray our fast healing is going to carry us, which doesn't seem to be the case. Thankfully, our durability has managed to carry us. Thankfully, Marvelous Endurance is really doing the majority for us here. So that's good. Marvelous Endurance will keep us alive at least, so that's good. Here we go. They're going to be forced to accept the L here. Hoorah. Yeah, there we go. And what are you going to do? You're going to be forced to just take the L here. There we go. Done. I was a little worried, but honestly, we managed to do so well that, yeah, no, we only suffered a -1 to our strength, which is perfectly acceptable given the circumstances. Alright, let's save here. And let's make some knowledge arcana checks here. That is a fail, and we're going to lose our buffs here, I think, if I recall correctly on Polymorph, but I'd say just using a scroll to deal with these guys is probably for the best anyways, so whatever. They've got a nasty little ability today, so might as well just use a scroll to make it easier on us, right? Okay. Did we lose our buffs, actually? That does matter. Hold on. Yes, we did. Okay. So I'll unpolymorph, and then we'll go from there, because it does seem that we've lost our polymorph buffs, which sucks. But alas, we should be good. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna unpolymorph here, we'll save, and then we'll go from there. And I guess I can use a lesser restoration here. Not that I need it, but I probably do want it more than anything, so we'll use a lesser restoration just to cure the strength damage that we suffered. There we go. Save. And then we'll make the Knowledge Arcana check, and then we'll be going forward.
The deed is done.
The nature of the crystals is definitely unusual. They don't come from the material plane, but the magic you sense in them is weak. Interesting. Ah, carnivorous crystal. Lovely. Alright, abomination here. Are they something that actually... They are immune to critical hits and precision damage, so we can't really intimidate them. So we're just gonna have to attack from a distance, I guess. There we go. Okay, And flat-footed doesn't really do us any favors, so I'm just going to take our attacks here and just do them. There you go. They're immune to cold. There also needs electricity, so we're gonna have to swap to acid here, I think. There we go. We'll swap to acid, make it easier to attack here and deal damage, so we'll be fine. There we go. The acid should certainly help reduce them down to oblivion. That's good. Oh, we got entrapped, though. I don't know what entrapped does, though, to us, but I'm assuming we'll be fine. Yeah, we managed quite well. Let's save here. So far, we seem to be doing quite well. And hopefully, by the point in this dungeon, we will reach level 20. We need to reach a certain... I do believe we need to reach level 21 to be benefiting the most out of the thing that I'm looking for, but we'll make it work. Alright. Flat-footed isn't really going to help us here, but we'll still just take advantage where we can here. Carnivorous crystals are going to be coming in, doing their thing. But hey, we should be able to take these guys out with a relative ease to boot. Alright. Yeah, these are like... Yeah, these are very durable abominations. You seem to be fine, though, all the same. Alright, now it's just this carnivorous crystal. We seem to be fine all the same. There we go. Done. That wasn't too bad. Very easy foes to be dealing with. Got another carnivorous crystal, lovely. We'll engage them post-haste. We're gonna save here. I'm satisfied with the results, and we'll just keep running into encounter after encounter with these guys, I suppose. There you go. All for the sake of experience is always nice, so, yeah. Take the advantages where we can. I don't believe these guys have multiple attacks. No, actually they do. They have a 26 and 26. It's probably for the best that I actually do 5 foot here for every single time. That'll be more convenient for us. There we go. Now, if the enemy knew how to 5 foot step, then, yeah, it would be way easier on them. Alright. Let's charge the Omox here. No wait, electricity and acid. We're not going to be getting any elemental damage anyways, so we should probably aim for something else. We'll just go fire for now. No need to sugarcoat what we're doing here. The Omoxes are just naturally a, you know, bulky force, so it's all good. 5 foot back. Pathfinder is going to be there for a while at least, but that's fine. Oh, whoops. Close that. No, not too bad. We shall save here. Get ready for the next Omox here. Because I do believe there was 2. Hoorah. Let's intimidate here, I guess. Oh, we intimidated too. Interesting. Unexpectedly, we managed to intimidate 2 of the Omoxes here. Oh well. Doesn't really change what we're doing, it just means that sneak attack comes in. Oh, sneak attack does work on these guys? Oh, so it does. Okay. I thought it didn't work. Oh, I must be thinking of the carnivorous crystals still. Oh well. It's all good. Managed to deal with the majority there. We just need to deal with the Defouler here, which is an easy target. We intimidate here. Study the target. 5 foot. Then we continue. And because we are now in Act 4, we're gonna get significantly more experience as we go. So this is only going to escalate our leveling up system. But yeah, no, we're gonna be fine completely. Got a Vow Warrior here. Interesting. Well, hopefully things go well, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello, Vow Warrior. Hoorah. Okay, Babao Eliminator's coming in. Kind of predicted these guys were going to start coming in, costing us a ruckus. Thankfully, we are immune to crits. So that is something worth noting. But sneak attacks is one of the things that we still need to overcome. If we can find a way to be immune to sneak attacks, we're going to be way more comfortable. I think barbarians are actually the best in regards to that, but I can't recall the details. Regardless. Yeah, so the goal is to find a way to be immune to sneak attacks now, I think. If we can be immune to sneak attacks, or at the very least prevent them, that is going to save us so much trouble. Okay, it seems like we're getting there, slowly but surely. Okay. Alright, that's 2. Oh, it seems like we got even more. Oh, it seems like, yeah, no, Succubi are coming in now, interestingly. This feels like a situation where we're gonna get charmed. Oh well. We'll be fine. I kind of predicted that we were gonna run into certain situations like this, but yeah. Doesn't feel good, but could be worse. We will 5-foot step and just keep on our defense here. Ow. I'll just be thankful our damage reduction is going to negate most of the attacks that they do physically. Or at least, the Succubi at least, are going to be rejected here. There we go. Gonna need to intimidate here, but other than that, we should be fine. Yeah, we're gonna reduce our AC by doing that, but it could be worse. Our damage reduction is going to carry us for the most part, the adaptation to physical and electricity. So that'll be fine. And worst case, they'll miss, so that's good. Yep, they are trying their absolute best to no avail. And hey, the damage reduction is going to basically negate anything that we do, so, or anything they do, anyways. But yeah, we're going to be fine. The Trickster mask was necessary for us to beat the game anyways, so that's sort of why I got it. Or at the very least, it's one of the key items that will help us beat the game with relative ease. Because of how good of a tank item it is, naturally. Okay, there we go. Now we just got the Babao Eliminator and 3 Succubi who are going to be constantly spamming arrows against us. Thankfully, it seems our damage reduction is going to cover the majority of the issues, so we'll be fine. Alright. Now it's just a matter of dealing with the rest. The Huntresses are going to be next on our hit list, but we'll be fine. Alright, let's 5-foot step here. Make it harder for them to actually target us, but that's fine. We are going to have to engage with them regardless, so... yeah, regardless, we're going to have to move up here. And we'll start by intimidating the Abyssal Huntress here. And they're going to start doing energy drain attempts. Yep, I kind of predicted that was going to be an issue. There we go. There we go. They're still going to attack us in melee, but thankfully our DR should carry us for the most part. There we are. So far, so good. Alright. And this should result in a kill. There we go. Nice. And we did suffer a negative level, but that is an easy fix, I do believe. Yep. If I just use a restoration... it dispels temporary negative levels or one permanent negative level. I do believe we're suffering from temporary negative levels here. So, yep, we'll do that. I regret running into them, but whatever. It's a small price to pay for the success here, so I'd say it's a price well earned. Let's see. There is more than meets the eye over here. I do believe we can cross here and we get more. So we're gonna save here, make sure we're on the right track. And make sure we don't get lose out on what we could get. Alright, ancient carnivorous crystals. They are going to be causing us a ruckus, but we'll be fine. Yeah. They're going to just harass us here. We'll start backing up now. And yeah, they're going to... we're just going to slowly take them out. Acid appears to be the go-to, so we're just going to move back to acid here. And we'll work our way through. Or through their defenses, that is. And with the acid, that's going to help significantly, so there you go. It's only a D6, but it's well worth it. Yeah, their AC isn't that great anyways, so whatever. Okay, there we go. That's one of the two. To be fair, I will say this much. They only move 10 feet, so they can actually... we can actually kite them if we really, really wanted to. So if I ever feel the need to kite these crystals, I can. But yeah, it's not necessary in this instance, I should say. But it's an option. Hello. We're gonna save here and then engage. Probably one of the few more dangerous individuals in this area. Alright. This guy is relatively dangerous. We're going to have to make sure he's flat-footed. There we go. Alright, what is he going to do? He's going to use Enervation to ruin our day. Okay, so it was right of me to save when I did. So that way I can actually prep a way to defend against Enervation, which negative levels suck, as you probably can guess. But that's why we have Death Ward scrolls for this exact occasion, because that's going to be a commodity when we're fighting enemies here. Alright, let's activate Death Ward here. Polymorph back. Alright. Now that we have Death Ward, it's gonna be an easy, easy W. Intimidates, and we'll 5-foot back, so that way it's harder for him to actually get at us. Yep, there we go. Okay, so he's not going to get into melee with us, as expected. Oh well. Oh, but he does have an absurd amount of attacks, though. 5-foot. More breath shenanigans, huh? Oh well. At least he's not that bad to deal with. I would have thought he'd be way worse, but no. Thankfully, he's way easier to deal with. There we go. Of course, we still need to overcome the certain issues here and there of him just completely demolishing our... completely demolishing us in the fact that he has got stat reductions. But we seem to be fine all the same, so that's good. In fact, we're almost at level up now, so... we'll take our advantages where we can. And it does appear that we got a Baphomet cultist here. So we're gonna have to deal with them as well. Hopefully, they don't summon anything too dangerous. We'll charge this guy, I suppose. Here we go. Oh, they are all polymorphing into, the Brezu Conquerors. Huh. Alright. Intimidate the loss and back up a bit. They're going to be shaken for 18 seconds here. And here they come with their Dispel Magic shenanigans. Oh boy. This is not going to be fun. Probably a... yeah, this is not going to be fun. Oh well. We'll live. Yeah, we'll live. It's just gonna take time to deal with these guys. Yeah, that guy's really just dispelling a bunch of stuff on us. That's not kosher, but, you know, we're doing our best here. You are constantly spamming Dispel Magic. I'm not going to complain, though, to be fair, because every turn he spends dispelling, the more turns we have just taking out the enemy here. Okay. We'll pray this is going to be enough, though. And we've lost most of our offenses, but that's fine. If we can at least take one out, we're going to be fine. Yeah, our AC is at 10 now, which is not good. Okay. Okay, we're shaken for, yep, 12 seconds of shaken on him. That's fine. Alright, Power Stun comes in. Oh god, okay. Okay, yeah, no, our AC is not looking too great. Oh god, okay. Hopefully we can overcome this. Okay, please. Oh god. We are gonna be in a rough state. Okay, we're down again. And, yeah, that's a load. I kind of figured it was going to be that issue, but good god. Okay. I think we're going to have to kite them, really. That's really the only way I can see this working. Force them into a position where it's going to be a one-on-one encounter, I think, is going to be the go-to here. I mean, yeah, there's like a tight corridor here. It screams that you have to do it one by one here. Alright, well, I guess with that then, we're gonna set up a spell here to really ruin their day. We're gonna use Field of Flowers here, I guess. Why not? This will make things interesting, I'm sure. There we go. They're coming towards us. All right. How do we do this? What do I got? I got full plate of Spell Nullify. I've got Studded Armor of Trinity. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything I can do here. I could come back here when I'm level 20, but I don't think that's the right method to go for. Whenever this headband of Charisma plus 4 deals damage through spell or one more enemies, 10 temp HP, which is not going to help us here. I just don't think we have a good result here. We're going to need to do something better. Or we need something better to help us along the way here. Let's load. I don't know. This is a very particular fight. I don't know if I'll be able to handle it, but I can try my best. Maybe it's just a luck thing, more than anything. At the very least, 5-foot steps seem to be the way to go, because that'll minimize the amount of attacks that we suffer from, but even then, that's not a hard guarantee, huh? We'll charge it all the same, though. The miss, though. We'll 5-foot back. There we go. If anything, we just need the reach, right? So... hold on, let's... okay, so I can't get the reach here, so... that sucks. We're gonna try and 5-foot here. There we go. There we are. As long as we minimize the amount of attacks that we suffer from you, then we should be fine. Okay, we're gonna 5 foot back this direction. Force them to take 1 hit every single time. Will allow us to get what we need. Yeah, so we just gotta back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, it seems. If we minimize the amount of damage we take, we'll be fine. My god, the hits are rough. Alright, let's 5 foot back, and we're just gonna slowly just inch our way back here. I don't know. There's a lot of things I could do here. This is a very particular challenge here, huh? God damn. Well, I won't be able to win unless I actually do some damage, so... We'll start off with an intimidation, obviously, so that way we can return the shaking condition up. That's probably going to be our saving grace here, among other things. Here we go. Okay. Build of Dispel Magic comes in. This guy's going to be annoying no matter what we do, so... 46 AC. I think... Yeah, no, we're better off doing this. I mean, we could reduce the amount of damage we're taking by making this guy flat-footed as well, I suppose. It's not like it's completely out of the option. But yeah. Alright, this guy is no longer flat-footed. This guy is still flat-footed. Okay, 5 foot back. Ow. He's managed to stun me. Okay, we're gonna be getting the L here then, so... Another load! Damn. I know, I expected this going to be a difficult fight, no matter what we were going to do, but damn. Seems things are just not going our way here. Let's see. We could use the enlarged swift action here. Because we do need to be increased in size for this to work, so... Not like this is a bad idea. Okay, we are going to activate the enlarge here. There we go. Alright, swift action to activate that. Alright, 5 foot. Ow. Okay, the enlarge doesn't even do anything. Damn. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's best I get to level 20 before I start engaging these guys. That's probably for the best, huh? I mean, we only need to kill one, to be fair. And then we can just bolt off. Because if we hide ourselves during that time, it's not like it's going to be a big issue, right? So as long as we take one out, that's all I really care about. If we take one out, then we can deal with the rest in tandem. So let's not care about the other two here. We're going to focus on one at a time. We're going to aim with the aim to take these guys out, but do it one at a time. So we're going to focus on this guy here. We're not going to be able to get away from his full attack, so we're just going to pray that it's enough. Alright. Combo the ever-living hell out of him. We are slowly just going to inch across here. There we go. And we want to aim for dealing with the Baphomet guy here. And just pray that we just get the kill here. Okay, he's shaken for 6 more seconds. And because of what we've decided to do, we're reducing his AC a little bit as we do this. There we go. Thankfully, our AC seems to be coming in clutch, so that's good. There we go. We are slowly but surely going to take these guys out here. Alright, this guy is no longer flat-footed, but that's perfectly fine. We are going to intimidate here. This guy is shaken for 12 seconds, perfectly fine. We just need to slowly but surely take them out one at a time. Pray that's enough. Okay. Okay, come on. Hoorah, that's another sneak attack, nice. We don't have to deal with all of them at once, so... There we go. That's one. And now we run. Alright, let's run. Take our hits in stride. Okay, you're still doing your Dispel Magic shenanigans. That's perfectly fine. Demoralize you specifically. There we go. Shaken for 18 seconds. Study targets. There we go. 5 foot back. Alright, now it's just you that we gotta deal with. So, as long as we maintain the pressure, we should be fine. I hope. We'll have to heal through all the pain and suffering that we're going to be dealing with, but it's necessary given the circumstances here. So we're just going to have to out-damage this guy. I'm afraid it's enough. Okay. And we can just reduce the damage slowly but surely here, but I honestly doubt we are going to be able to. We got a critical hit though, so that's nice. Alright, the AC has been significantly reduced, that's perfectly cool. Alright. Intimidate has been triggered, 24 seconds. We're gonna 5 foot step. This does mean that it's gonna go for us. Yep, there, like that. Spell Magic is gonna be constantly spammed against us, but, you know, that's just expected at this point, to be quite honest. There we go. He's down to 18 shaken. That's good. And honestly, we could just wait once this guy's dealt with, because this Baphomet cultist won't be doing any combat, I do believe. He's just gonna constantly spam debuffs against us. Which I'm kind of expecting. I'll just be thankful I dealt with one of the three, so that's good. There we go. Shaken for 5 more seconds is perfectly fine. Alright. Wow, I missed all that. Okay. Gonna go this way. Ow. It's 5 footstep, it's fine. There we go. Alright, you still shaken? You are still shaken for... well, at least for this turn. No. Alright, what are you gonna do? Okay. I'll just let you continue spamming Dispel Magic, even though it's not gonna do anything to us. Thanks for letting me heal. Alright, yeah, no, it seems like this Glabrezu really just doesn't want us to, yeah, he just doesn't want us to have any spells, period. Okay, well... I can't really say I blame the guy. To move up here. And intimidate. He is intimidated for 12 seconds. Now, is he going to keep spamming that? I guess he is. I'm going to move a little bit closer here. That way I can properly get it done. Let's see, 30 seconds of Intimidate. Nice. So I can't stack this up, actually. You know what? I might as well do that, actually. Intimidate, study targets. You are shaken for 54 seconds. Perfect. There we go, 1 minute 6 seconds. That should be enough for what we're trying to do here. Alright, with a 5-foot step, it's study target, and just the right position, we should be fine. There you go. We are going to get full attacked, as expected. And if I 5-foot back, yep, he's going to dispel magic again. Okay. So period, no matter what, it was going to be a full attack no matter what, so... oh well. I guess this guy's just proficient in Dispel. Not that he's going to be using it much often now, but I digress. Oh. Oh well. Done. Alright, with that, we've managed to get a Firestorm and Tsunami combo here. And thankfully, we dealt with the enemy quite easily. Well, as easy as you can get with difficult enemies like this. Of course, we had to end up losing all of our buffs, but I mean, that's a small price to pay for the sake of just getting Squall, right? So, whatever. It could be way worse, to be fair. Let's just be thankful we managed to do it in the end, so I'm not gonna complain or look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, let's go up, and we should be good. Before we do go forward, though, I am going to I'm gonna remove the polymorph so that way I can buff properly. And let's buff up. Move sickness, yep. Mage armor, feather step. I don't need shield here. I don't need blur. I'm gonna need delay poison though. Arrows is gonna be nice. I don't really need anything else here. tempted to use the sonic resist and all that, but yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, we don't need the protections. Reduced person is nice, but not necessary. We're going to use Death Ward, because I know we're going to need it. We'll use Stone Skin. We will use False Life here. Freedom of movement is always nice. Heroism is always good. Go location. And we should be good with that. Alright, let's save here. Satisfied with the results, let's get going. Because it's going to be a long journey through the Midnight Fane, period. And I have a weird feeling that we're going to be suffering quite a bit no matter what we do, so... yeah, we just gotta keep going. Pray it's enough. Regardless. Okay, we've managed to make our way through here, so... I know what we're doing now, so we want to go over to here, I guess? Oh, hello. Enemies at the entrance. Stop them, or your bones will decorate my master's labyrinth. Consider it done, my mistress. Bring us their heads. Oh, I see. The horn is sounded. The allies are calling for help. Instead of engaging those guys, we're going to go around here. And we are going to engage this way. There we go. Alright, we are going to charge at the Marilith here. There we go. Surprise them with sudden strike. Alright, everybody's going to be going ham here. Thankfully, we did come to the call of hands on this first strike. We're going to be harassed by the Marilith, who's going to be causing a big ruckus, but overall, we seem to be fine. So we'll live.
Perish.
Alright, we're gonna 5 foot here. Intimidate the loss. There we go. These guys are gonna be shaken, and that's gonna be a -2 for all attacks here that's gonna come against us. But thankfully, in most cases here, we're gonna be fine. As you can see. Yep, everybody's gonna be going down as expected. I kind of predicted this would be the case because sneak attacks are nasty. Let's deal with the Marilith here before we do anything else. Well, we're not gonna 5 foot step over. We'll just maintain our position here and assume that it's gonna be all right. Ow. I have a weird feeling if I didn't have this AC, the Marilith would just spew us away completely. Oh well. Gonna 5 foot here. Deal with the Marilith. There we go. Now we deal with the rest. Nice. Monastic David is going to be doing their thing. Kind of predicted that they would. Overall, it seems like we're going to be fine. Right, we'll start with the Babao Eliminator. There we go. Done. Seems like everybody's okay. Ah, hello. There's even some more Babao warriors. Lovely. Oh god, and there's some glitched terrain. Oh, thanks to Voracious Glabrezu, that is. That's fine. Oh, hello. There's 2 Voracious Glabrezu. Lovely. That's not exactly what I was looking for. That is a very inconvenient situation to be in, so I might just drag these guys over. Yep, it seems like our allies are going to come into our play here. So thankfully this isn't going to be as bad as it could have been. But good God, is it going to be nasty. Alright, I'm going to pray that the Handed Inheritor is going to be enough here, but we'll have to see. The sneak attacking Babaos are probably the worst offenders here, but we'll be fine. Okay, I'm willing to take the hits from the voracious Glabrezu here, but we'll have to see how things pan out. It's gonna be nasty no matter what we do. Oh. Yeah, correct. Crusaders are coming in now. Monastic Devas are doing their thing. Okay, this guy is flat-footed though, so I will keep that in mind as I'm doing this. Alright. It does appear these guys are less boosted than the other ones that we fought, so that's good. Yeah, no. These ones aren't that bad. I guess we were dealing with... Yeah, we're dealing with the champion Glabrezus, I do believe. Or whatever they're called. Regardless of the circumstances, we're gonna deal with the Babao here, then we deal with the Voracious one. There we go. Yeah, no, those had way more AC. They had like 50 or something. 51. With 10 extra AC on top of everything. Okay, this guy is still shaken, so that's good. Nice. This guy also has the blind effect now. So now he is technically flat-footed to everything. And as a result, everybody is now safe and happy, which is good. I'm going to take the scrolls of Firestorm and Tsunami, because Tsunami is just that potent of a spell. Worth keeping. Alright. We are so close to a level up that is unreal. I do believe the next combat that we go into, we are going to level up, which is pretty cool. I'm going to take that advantage when I can. Okay. Got a door here. We don't need that, but that's fine. We will disarm this. We should probably save before we do, because otherwise we might trigger the trap. So better to be safe than sorry. Oh, that's how we close it. Okay. Don't need to do that. There we go. Don't need to grab the loot here. Hello. We are dealing with a bunch of cultists here. Marilith Vortuaries. Lovely. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to be careful here, but that should be fine. Our DR is gonna cover the majority of the attacks now, thanks to just one hit. And because they're using that, we'll be fine. Yeah, these guys are gonna be easy to deal with. There we go. We're just gonna start moving up. Oh, and there that guy goes. AC's coming in clutch, so we'll be fine. Okay, we'll charge the Evoker here. There we go. Alright. So far, so good. We are gonna 5-foot here, and just full attack here. No need to sugarcoat what we're doing here. Alright, but this combat should yield us the experience that we need to level up. In fact, I do believe... Yep, we've just exceeded it. Nice. Alright. now we're getting into quote-unquote legendary territory. So once we hit level 21, I do believe we are respecking, but I could respec now if worse comes to worse, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll keep to what I'm doing thus far, and I'm satisfied with it. Alright, that's one. And this is the last one. Bada boom. There we go. We've now reached level 20. This is going to be the peak of what we can do normally, but... Well, if we were a normal character, we would be fine, but this is going to be a very particular thing. Alright. Regardless, we can use Cunning Initiative here with Sanctified Slayer if we so desire. I don't need to, though, I do believe. Now I just need to decide what I'm going to be going for here, because it really just depends on us. Let's see, Fate Form Shifter, level 5 doesn't really have any merits, I do believe, right? Not that I'm aware of, anyways. Let's see. Sylvan Trickster gives us our 3rd sneak attack dice. We don't need that. I believe Sanctified Slayer was the go-to because we get Slayer boosts, which is one of the few benefits that you can get. And then there is Slayer, which would give us full BAB. Yeah, it's fine. We'll go Sanctified Slayer as planned. Okay, we boost up our Dex up to 28. The core maximum that we can go for. We boost up our Persuasion and use Magic Device as planned. Now we can no longer increase our Persuasion to use Magic Device. This is the highest it will go. So any other boosts we're going to have to get via other methods. Mainly through boosts to Wisdom or whatnot. Alright, let us boost our Perception up to 20... let's boost our Perception up to 25. Then we are going to boost up our Trickery up to 18, I guess. That'll have to do for now. Not the most beneficial, but it will do the job. And from here, we will just invoke... I don't know. Let's see. Next single attack made against you takes a -10. Eh. We don't need this. True Strike would probably be the go-to, honestly. We don't need Bless, so yeah. We'll go True Strike. Our weapon training of Natural is at 6, so that's going to be fine. It's complete. Here we go. We get Bismuth back because of that whole ordeal. I wouldn't say this is the best outcome, but, you know, we're going to be respecking our character anyways in the future, so we'll just have to get ready with that. There we go. It's a 50-50 here on the picking of a lock, but otherwise we should be fine. I might actually respec next stream, depending how I feel, but yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. In either case, I'm going to need to increase my lockpicking skill anyways, so it's not like it's a huge deal that I have to do all this, but hey, we got more AC, we got more attack, more damage, because we're a Dex build, and we should be good. We're going to get much more swole. So, if it wasn't already obvious, I've already talked about this before, but our character is going to continue leveling up despite this. So we are going to be going the... Well, we are technically going the Legendary path, but we are also not. There we go. We did not get any experience from it, but, I mean, we're not looking to get... I don't think we get experience, period, from it, so... Whatever. We'll grab the potions, because the mortuaries do have those. Might as well grab them, right? Okay. From here, we will open this up. And we are left with the side room here. And now, we're going to move to deal with the Baphomet High Priest by charging at him. Like we do. Alright. Stein is going to charge in. Here we go. Who's here? How'd you manage to sneak up behind us? I guess he wasn't expecting me to be here, huh? Oh well. Okay, let's 5 foot over here, I guess. Oh. He's really trying to get at us, but to no avail. Miss. And hits. Alright. Let's just combo the ever-living hell out of him. There we go. 5 foot back. That'll make it a little easier on us. I'll need to intimidate these guys to make it easier on us, but other than that, we should be fine. There we go. All of them are shaken now. This should make our life a little easier. We'll make sure Bismuth doesn't get targeted. Hopefully we don't get targeted with Bismuth, but I digress. We'll be fine. Okay, this guy is flat-footed and shaken. Pray that's going to be enough. There we go. Move Bismuth back as we go. Okay. This guy is shaken. This guy is blinded. Sight immunity, what? No idea what that means, but whatever. Start by targeting you, I guess. Okay, we're looking a little worse for wear. Alright, let's just start by taking these guys out here. We're gonna 5 foot back here, even further. We'll deal with this Labyrinth guard, and there we go. There we are. Nice. Alright, so our fast healing should cover up for now. Yeah, as long as we just deal with this guy, we should be good. It's just gonna take time. But yeah, no, we got True Strike as a spell now, so that's cool. So if we ever want to use a spell, we will. But, alas, we're not going to be using much spells, so... YOLO. Alright, 5,184 experience. Pretty cool. Don't need those. We've got the High Priest here. He's got a Servant Key, Rainbow Quartz, and a few other items. None that we really need, though. Okay, Banshee Heart is probably one of the most interesting items, I do believe. I've already talked about it in my previous series, but just in case you were curious, this Thundering Glaive, whenever it confirms a critical hit, all creatures within a 15-foot radius must pass a Fortitude save, or... Okay, hold on, never mind. This is not the weapon I thought it was. I do believe that there is the ability for it. There used to be an ability for it that made it holy instead. Or unholy or something like that. But yeah. There is a perk to wielding it, but not for this playthrough, at least. Alright, we're going to go down. We're going to save. Let's go deal with the threats, you know, that's going to be around. Fane's lower floor. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna save here. I'm praying that this is gonna be enough, and we should be good. Oops. Oh well. All right. Seriously? Come on. Man, these checks are stupid. Well, not stupid per se, but just annoying. Apologies if I've been a little quiet. It's just because, it's just tedious. That's all it is. It's no matter. We'll be fine. Seriously? I failed that perception? Jesus. It's not one thing, it's another. Jesus. Alright. Oh well. Suppose it could be worse, to be fair. Could be way worse. I'll just have to hope the game doesn't crash for some reason. That would be the biggest kick. Alright, now we're gonna save, and then we're gonna disarm this. Alright. What is the DC to... It is a 38. No wonder I'm having trouble. My god. Yeah, no wonder I'm having trouble. It's a DC 40, like, 38, so that's like an absurdly high DC that you have to attempt to disarm here. Yeesh. Okay, well, I guess... I'm not complaining, because it means that we got a high point threshold for, breaking the locks, but good golly. That's an absurd amount that you need to do in order to get a lockpick check done. Damn. I don't really think there's much I can do to aid in this. I guess I could probably remove the Covenant of the Inheritor temporarily. If I take that off and I equip the disarming tools, the tier 3 ones, we get a +3 here. That might help. I'll polymorph back here. We'll save. And pray that +3 is really gonna change the difficulty a little bit. No promises, though. Yeah, as you can see. It's still 38, so we got 24, so... Yeah, we still only got, like, a very minimal chance to disarm this, but that's fine. As long as the +3 is coming in, we should be able to disarm this properly and get a ton of experience for it. But yeah. Now that our persuasion and perception are basically at max, we can buff up everything else, so... We will take our time. making ourselves swole. And yeah, we're going to be doing this for quite a bit, I guess. Oh well. This is the sort of thing I was expecting to be doing for quite a while, after all. Man, that's annoying. That is such an absurdly high difficulty. I assume it's because I'm not playing on core that it's so high. But even, I guess on unfair it would be even worse, but yeesh. That's not going to be fun. Ah well. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're just rolling poorly. Oh well. All it takes is one good roll and then we're good. Then we can save and be fine. Do that and we're basically good. Ah, man. Well, eventually there's going to be a point in time where it does succeed, so I'm not complaining. Just gotta give it time. Give it time. I think this is one of the more harder traps. It's not like it's dangerous, but it's one of the more annoying traps that you have to overcome. But, hey. There we go, finally. Okay, before we do go further, we're gonna unpolymorph. We're gonna unequip the lockpicking tools. Equip the Covenant of the Inheritor. Repolymorph. Save. So that way we don't run into another, you know, surprise trap, and we should be good. That should be the thing that has helped us now. There we go. Alright, let's go. Distorted Mythic Succubi. I charge, but I don't think that's the right move here. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna let them try and dominate, but no. Yeah. Bismuth, we just want you to back up the full length here. Hide away, basically. Yep, they're not going to be doing anything to us, because we are currently under domination effect, but that's fine. Let's see how they act. Oh, there we go. We're back into combat, because, Yep, they're flat-footed, actually, aren't they? There we go. Oh, they dominated us again. Oh boy. Yep, I am currently in a predicament again. Oh well. It's funny when dominate just doesn't work the way they expect it to. It's funnier this way. Okay, 5 foot over. Oh, they're doing their succubus energy drain. I kind of predicted that was going to be an issue, but we'll be fine all the same, I suppose. Yep, they attempt to dominate again. Let's intimidate here. We'll move over here. They're all intimidated to a degree, but we'll be fine. Ow. Not a fan of the sneak attack, though. Okay, they're really trying their best to energy drain us. Oh right, these guys are all mythic. Oh god, that means that we're gonna have to take them all out. Ugh. That's disgusting. Yeah, these guys are not gonna go down easy. We need to deal with them immediately. Okay, yeah, no, these guys are gonna be a pain. Okay, let's see. Which one is undergoing the rage, right? I guess it's this one? No. Flat-footed. I guess this is the one. Move up here. Okay. Thankfully, it seems like things are working in our favor, so that's good. Yeah, this is such a tight room that we gotta deal with. Yeah. It's annoying more than anything. The good thing I'm not too worried about the mortuaries anymore. Like, those are honestly the easier of the many that are here currently. Okay, let's pray that we watch over that one here. Okay, we already targeted them, that's good. That means we know who we're targeting next. Okay. You are the target here. Let's see, are you flat-footed? You are not. That's fine. We need the AC anyways. Gonna move up to the mortuary here. Oh god, Phantasmal. Damn. There goes some more wisdom, meaning our AC is going to be reduced. It does appear that they're going to start throwing fireballs at us, but to no avail. Just deal with the distorted rock here. Or distorted dude. We're going to have a bit of an issue here at this rate. Ow. That is a nasty sneak attack. Over 70 damage. Alright. Well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's just gonna take some getting used to. At least the fireballs are coming in clutch and helping out quite a bit, so we'll take it in stride. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's deal with the incubi. They are the priority here, given the circumstances. There we we go. Fireball coming in clutch. Nice. We deal with you. Good. Alright, we prioritize this incubi. Really should intimidate to get them flat-footed again. Okay. That guy's blinded, so... but they're not... Are they flat-footed? This guy's flat-footed. The succubus is still flat-footed. I'm gonna go for the one that is flat-footed. Probably for the best. Okay, we are getting stuck into a corner now, so now we won't be able to back up anymore, as is the concern here. Okay, I'm afraid that's enough. Alright, you go down. Mythic Incubus is going down. Okay, we can move over here at least. We're gonna slowly be able to bypass these guys, and we'll just pray that's enough. There we go. Intimidate here. We're gonna 5-foot over here. Oh, they got a sneak attack in. Okay, now they're doing magic missile, which is the concern. Ow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nice. That's another one down. Ow. Okay, this might be an L here, to be quite honest. Do I have anything that will help us here? I don't think I do. Yeah, sadly I don't have any way to heal further, so... Okay, what I could probably do is 5-foot step, cast heal upon myself, and then go from there. Hello. Village. Nice to see you. Alright, I guess the best thing I can really do is just go for the attack and hope that's enough. There we go. That's one magic missile user down. And we're probably going to go down here, worst case. Nope, thankfully not. Okay, the fast healing coming in clutch. We are going to have to run here, I think. Yeah, if we double move out, we can actually get out of here and get some time to heal. Alright. Gonna use this chance to get into cover here. There we go. This should allow for some healing. I'm doing quite well. How about you? There we go. Okay, so this should give us enough healing that we should be fine. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, this game can be quite difficult if you don't know what you're doing. It can get really bad if you're not careful. So yeah, it's better to I I just know that the game's really difficult, period. Especially if you're playing on a difficulty higher than core. Which seems to be the norm for the most part. Okay. We've reached a point where this guy is only going to be attacking naturally. Ah, you're playing on hard. That would be the reason. This game is... Oh, 1 second. The game is meant to be played on core difficulty. Any harder than that is just punishing yourself. Because core basically represents the normal stats of a Pathfinder game. If you're playing on hard difficulty, you're basically multiplying the stats by 1.5 times their original value. And a few other things that are pretty nasty. Oh, yo, no, yeah, no, it's not impossible, but it's still nasty. Okay, we're gonna intimidate here, hope that's enough. Oh god, and there we go. Well, rip my character. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I get the feeling. That's why you sort of have to use a walkthrough guide in like your second playthrough at least, because you'll notice like there's a few things here and there that are secret buffs. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you can only get one animal companion at a time, I do believe. The exception to that is if you go Lich or... Yeah. You can only have one animal companion, but special things like Azata or Lich give you an animal or a companion that is different, but, you know, all the same. Yeah. The only thing is that you gotta keep taking levels with animal companions, if I do believe correctly, because otherwise the animal companion doesn't scale with you, otherwise. Which is the bummer. That's sort of why I have Bismuth, because it's going to scale with my level -4. And while it might not matter right now, Bismuth is going to reach level 20, if not higher. Because it's going to scale -4 my level, so... At best, he's going to be a level 36 animal companion. Without me having to really do much, just keep him in the inventory, really. We are going to need to buff up here, though, at least a little bit. So what I'll do here is I'm going to get shield buff going, I think. That is going to help us a little bit in this particular circumstance. So we'll make, or shield it, so that we get a +4 AC. We'll throw in a blur and a displacement to give us a boost. We're also going to use haste to give us an extra attack. Okay. I think the biggest thing that most people don't really realize is that some builds just don't work well, but there are some good builds out there. Like, you have to really min-max really, really hard. That's how I'm getting this powerful right now. Yes, they should be level 1. But, any sort of animal companion scales off levels of, your class that you're going through. Yeah, no, to basically sum it up, if you were curious, let's use the Triceratops as an example. So, if you were playing something like a Druid, for example, right? You would basically get a scaling of that level -4. So at level 5, you'd basically have a level 1. Well, I do believe you'd have a level 1 animal companion, or level 2 one. I'm not sure. But basically, it's your character level -4, so assume you're level 5, level 1 animal companion. And the more levels that you take in that that progression, the more levels you get to your animal companion. So, if you're level 10, for example, then you'd have a level 10 animal companion if it had no negative going for it. That would be your issue, because it's scaling off different animal companions. It's not actively, you know, going on a single animal companion. So basically what you've done is basically you've taken the class and you're scaling on one class and then you're scaling on another. So I guess in this case you'd be basically... You basically have... Oh, two different characters. Okay. Assuming that the only reason that it's level 3 is that you multi-classed, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Interesting. The only thing I can think of is that you've got a multi-class that is reducing it by 1 or 2, but that's the only thing I can think of that comes to mind. You'd have to check the details of the animal companion that you're going with, but it really depends. Worst case, it is a bug, yes. Best case, you're dealing with something that is out of your control. Well, worst case, it's something out of your control, but best case, I assume it's just like very specific wording that you probably missed at some point, for good or ill. Okay, we're gonna move our animal companion back here, I guess. Alright. So we're gonna be probably dealing with a, quite a bit of danger, but we'll have to see. Alright, I'm a little worried about the, Shadow Demon Mortuaries, but not enough to warrant concern. We'll be fine. Yep, the Dominates are coming in. We will intimidate here. And I'm gonna 5-foot this direction. But yeah, it's very possible it could be a bug. I don't know if it could exactly be, but I'd have to check the Ecclesi-Theurge and all that jazz, but that is something I'll probably do in my my other series, where I'm basically going through each class. It should be pet -3. Okay. Then technically it should, if you're level 5, then it should be 2. It basically takes the level because, yeah, it's just taking -3 out of it. Yeah, it should be level 1. Okay, Domination's coming in. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'll have to check in my when I get to them on my series. It's gonna take a long time, I do believe, when I do cover them as part of the whole thing I got running, which it basically explains all the classes in a detailed format for the most part. But I will I mean, you can see that on YouTube when it does come up, I'm sure. Alright. Just be careful here and just slowly make our way out here. Yeah, it's certainly a mind-boggling situation. I don't know what to say, really. Aside from just, I wish you the best. I'll probably check it out later, see what's going on there, but I assume it's just specific wording that's coming in and ruining your day, basically. The game likes to do that sort of thing, because they're very specific about their words. Gotta be very careful with that. 5 foot back. Yep, they're still dominating, or trying to. Yeah, really having a rough time trying to get me. Okay, we're gonna have to start 5-footing in earnestly. We'll probably have to throw bismuth as a distraction, worst case, but we'll see. Alright, you... for the incubus. We're gonna go for you. Okay, we're gonna have to make sure we're going across here. I think. There we go. Alright, that's enough. Oh, they're doing fireballs now. This is gonna be either a good or bad thing. We'll have to see. Either way, we're gonna be playing with fire, no matter what we do, so... Here we go. Alright, Phantasmal Web, or Phantasmal Web, rather. Not a best situation. And these guys are dangerous. Oh well, we'll be fine. I kind of predicted the evasion was going to be necessary anyways, so it works out in the end. Okay, we'll 5-foot here. Okay. They're trying their best with Phantasmal Putrefaction. They managed to get the will damage to us. Kind of or wisdom damage, rather. I kind of expected that to be the case, but, you know, we're trying our best here. Let's see. Target you, I guess. Yep, you're flat-footed. We're gonna 5-foot over here. Force them to be in melee with us, which is exactly what we want. Force them into fireball range as well, so that might as well, right? Okay, this does put us in a compromising position, but this does mean that we can deal the mortuaries without being in a precarious position. Or a devastating position, I should say. Gonna dazzling display here, 5-foot away. I think we just wall clips. Yeah, there is some incidents where that does happen. I'm just not sure when or if it does happen. Because it's like it's a specific thing that really can, or I don't know. There's a lot of things it could be, is a thing. So it's hard to say whether it's gonna work out or not. I don't know. Either way, I wish you the best all the same. It's a, if it is glitched, then yeah. Yeah, it could possibly, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not currently playing one, but I do believe in my previous series I did put one level into... I think it's Sylvan Sorcerer, I think? I don't know. But I did try to at least get an animal companion in my previous series, last I recall. Unfortunately, that's just how the game is triggered sometimes. It's unavoidable. It's wonky like that. Or it likes to be wonky like that, I should say. Alright, this guy is still flat-footed, perfect. Alright. Fireball coming in clutches, okay. Oh, yep, there you go, another mirror image, lovely. At least our AC is doing well. God, this Shadow Demon Forgery is annoying. At least we're getting the sneak attacks in while we have the chance, so that's good. Fireballs are coming in clutch, though, so that's good. I'll take these fireballs in stride. Here we go, that's one. We're gonna 5 foot here, just to make it a little easier on us. Okay. We now need to deal with the Shadow Demon Mortuary here, which is basically a bunch of mirror images. I do believe we've made him blind. Yep, there we go. That's going to make it way easier to sneak attack him. And now he's going to start spamming Magic Missile, which I kind of predicted was going to be the HGO here. Thankfully, it's just our defenses are working really good. That's good. Alright, there we go. Now we're not in the biggest issue that we could be in. Okay. Alright, they're dealing with Piranha Strikes. We're going to want to Intimidate here, specifically. We'll back up a bit. Make it easier for us to target them. This should be good. Alright, start with you. I wish I could target more, but I guess not. Oh well. And they're trying their absolute best to take us out, so... Deal with you, I guess. Oh god, okay. This Incubus is apparently still alive somehow. Oh! Yeah, no, he's joining the combat now. I'm a little worried that he was just bugged, but no, it seems like he's just trying to get his hands on us eventually. Oh well. Let's see, who do we target? We'll target the middle one first here. There we go. Okay, we'll 5 foot step this direction, make it so they have to step over to us. Nice. Okay, that's one. Here comes the other one. Here we go. 5 foot to avoid any full attacks to a degree. And we'll just have to hope this is enough. Okay, you're still studied. I guess we'll take you out. 5 foot back. I guess now would be the good time to intimidate here. But yeah, as a solo run on hard difficulty, this is really difficult. It is not fun. Well, I guess it is a little bit fun, if you consider Dark or Souls games to be fun. God. But hey, we're doing well, so I can't really complain. There we go. Alright, you're gonna do a stand up here, and I guess we just combo the ever-living hell out of you. There we go. Oh yeah, no, they certainly did. It's way harder to solo run in these games, but it's so much more fun because of the challenge at the very least. And to be fair, while I wasn't able to do the unfair difficulty like I had wanted in my, you know, Act 2, I've actually done quite well on hard difficulty. It was probably the right idea to move to hard difficulty, because I am only touching flat-footed targets, and in order to actually be unfair difficulty solo, you need to attack touch. Otherwise, you're just not doing well. That is the unfortunate situation when you're coming into fights like that. Like, you have to play with very specific things in mind. Alas, we managed to make things work out so far, and honestly, with how we're doing quite well. What I'd probably have to do if I wanted to make unfair difficulty with a melee user like this work is... Hold on. What is the difficulty here? Okay, it's a 32. Okay. That would explain it. But, yeah. No, the difficulty is wacky on unfair difficulty, I must admit. ×2 damage on all attacks from the enemy is not fun. It won't make things like the fast healing build work, is the issue, so... You have to go with something that is gonna give you either damage reduction, enough evasion to avoid every single hit that comes across your way, or just the inability to get hit. Either way, it's just a tedium that you have to overcome. That's another load. But yeah. It's a tedium that we need to overcome. That's just life. Alright. Alright, I'm probably not going to be able to beat the entire Midnight Fane here, or at the very least this area, so I'll probably have to postpone it, because I do have to stream Minecraft in like a few hours, but I'll go as far as I can. Alright, we managed to get the trap down there. Good. The room is drowning in sinister luxury. The banners, armor, and other crusaders' trappings, presented as trophies, look strangely out of place. The Lady Monogamy. The Tower of Estrad is fully equipped for the operation. Our troops are at full force, and our weapons and essential materials are at the ready. I took special care to ensure that our present preparations did not arouse the suspicion of the city's defenders. I had to dispose of a pair of annoying mortals who'd been sticking their noses in places they shouldn't. My agents have infiltrated all the Crusaders' orders in Canabras, apart from the Eagle Watch. We are ready to attack Canabras. The fools will have no idea who stuck the knife until it's too late. As a reward for my diligent performance, I ask that Irbeth Tearblade, head of the Eagle Watch, be given over to me after we win. With a thorn in my side for far too long, I have some scores to settle with her. Hail Baphomet. Pathfinder. Okay. Interesting. And concerning, as you can imagine. Well, it doesn't hurt to read such reports every now and again. If it's important, I'll probably read it. If it's not, well, there you go. A strange scene is revealed to the commander's eyes. Bodies of mortals of different ages and races are neatly hang on hooks. They aren't impaled. Instead, they dangle from restraints carefully looped over each hook. The entire structure is more akin to a wardrobe hung with clothes than a torture chamber. It is no less disturbing for the comparison. All the bodies are strangely withered, almost mummified, but their eyes are wide open. The dead. Dead? stare of a blue-eyed half-elf girl hanging on a central hook is fixed on the commander. Another step, and they all die, shouts the demon Minago from beyond the structure. These are my husks. One snap of my fingers and they'll all be dead. And any strike you direct at me will instead be turned on them. The commander's reply comes swiftly. I know how to sever your connection to your victims. Now they are out of danger. To hell with you! Minago screams, preparing to run. The spell releases the poor husks from the demon's power. They no longer look like corpses, but they clearly require healing. They groan and call for help in the rasping chorus. The hair of the blue-eyed young woman in the center turns gray before the commander's very eyes, as if each passing moment lasts a dozen of years for her. Her face seems vaguely familiar. The commander rushes forward to help the victims. Minago disappears, her malevolent, slightly hysterical laughter echoing after her. But the commander is no longer concerned with her. He is busy helping the victims. The blue-eyed half-elf, now aged, falls from a hook and lands heavily on the ground. Her gray hair, brown only moments before, covers her face. Her shoulders are trembling, but her fingers curl into a fist. A glow of healing magic engulfs her hand and she runs her fingers over her face. Her trembling subsides and she struggles to her feet. Do not abandon me, Inheritor. Give me the strength to aid my brothers and sisters in the hour of need. The old woman whispers softly. Her hands once more begin to glow with healing light, and she rushes to help the commander, to heal the other husks. The commander now sees her face. It's the face of Yaniel, the hero of the First Crusades. The blue-eyed old woman helps the last victim down from their hook. We're alive. We're free. No more of this endless imprisonment. Whoever you are, accept the gratitude of Yanin, an unlucky paladin who spent years serving as demon plaything. I've met Yaniel once already. That one turned out to be an enemy in disguise. The woman chuckles bitterly. I'm not surprised. Demons are well versed in artifice of all kinds. There's nothing that brings them greater pleasure than using mortals, twisting natures against us. If you don't believe I am who I am claimed to be, test me however you want. Go to the part of the Fane that is farthest from the rift. That is where the Herald of the Inheritor is holding the line. Your goddess's herald will surely recognize the true Yaniel. The woman's face lights up. Golden Winged Angel is here. Oh, so long since I've heard the voice of Iomede's herald. Go to him now, or I will go to him now. Thank you again. Alright, and there's a bunch of Crusaders from the First Crusade. That's interesting. Alright. And, of course, our good companion over here had, well, quote-unquote companion, decided to run away. Minago. That's just how it is. Alright, it's a DC 27. I'm gonna have to unpolymorph here to get the better results. But hey, it's not that hard of a check, I do believe, so we'll make it work. Honestly, I've been doing a lot of solo runs now that I think about it. Although, my next one is probably going to be the most absurd that I've probably ran through. And probably most entertaining, but we'll have to see how that works out, because I still got to make the short for it that I'm planning to make. But alas, that is something that I will do in due time. I got other things that I gotta do right now.
Beyond me.
Dang. Not getting the rolls I need. Oh well. It should be fine. Alright. Just give it some time and we should be good. Alright. There we go. Unpolymorph.
This task is beyond
Seriously?
me.
The check is, I'm just rolling poorly, damn. Okay, yeah, no, it's like a, we got like a 65% chance, if not a 70, give or take some. But yeah, no, I've done a bunch of playthroughs. You can check all of them on YouTube if you guys are curious. But alas. Shouldn't be too hard to deal with the rest of this area. All in due time. Although, honestly, now that I think about it, there is a point I want to stop at, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. This area was renowned to be quite dangerous. Well, quite tedious. The barrier created by Minago is literally radiating power. You clearly put great effort into making it. I mean, she doesn't realize I could just go around. Like, there is ways to go around these barriers. She's just panicking for no reason. I guess he is very intimidated by us, which is funny. Oh well, let's get going. We're gonna deal with the Pursuer Retriever here. Shouldn't be too hard, all things considering. Yeah, this guy is actually really easy to deal with. Okay. Yep. We'll save here, because this is also another trap that we got to disarm. Hopefully it's not going to be too tedious, because these sorts of things are time-consuming. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That is this area done. Yaniel has been saved. We are going to move forward here. We should be good. Alright. To the Abyss. Oh, hello. Ow. Okay, we got a lot of enemies that are gonna start popping up. Thankfully, we intimidated a lot. A 5 foot here. Okay, that's a GG immediately. Jesus. They really got to us there. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's how things play out, though, for the most part. I do believe this is the area that we will encounter one of the biggest dangers that I was predicting we would have to face. But I'm hoping it's not the case. It's going to be a situation where we're going to need to polymorph into a dragon, I feel. Just in order to get this result working. But I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Alright, to the Abyss we go, and off we go. Okay, let's save here. Intimidate. Ow. Alright, intimidate, 5 foot back. I'm actually going to take a small 5-minute break. Well, yeah, I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, and I'll probably go for a little bit longer, but I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, and when I return, I will continue the fight here. Hopefully we deal with the Eliminators and the Infiltrators in due time, but we'll get there eventually. See you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back into things for however long I'm gonna be. Probably gonna be like 5 to 10 minutes, but we'll see. I'll at least defeat these enemies, at minimum. So we'll see how things pan out. I gotta definitely have the 5-foot step here, though, if I want to get the best results here. Alright. We're gonna... 5-foot here. We're gonna play it really safe here. Or hopefully we can play it safe here, but, it's not looking too good for us, given the circumstances. The 5-foot here. Ooh, okay, they're going after bismuth now. Okay. Interesting choice. Alright, we're gonna 5-foot here. Yep, there goes bismuth. We are gonna go down at this rate. But not too careful. Deal with the Baba warrior here, and then 5-foot. Thankfully, he cannot sneak attack anymore. That's the golden thing that we're going to be benefiting from. So we'll pray that's enough. Our fast healing will basically cover us. So, yeah. We're just going to have to pray this is going to be enough. Okay. Oh my god, okay. That's concerning. We're going to be taking a bundle of hits. Thankfully, our counterattack option is available to us. We can't intimidate this guy, but that's fine. I predicted that was going to be an issue anyways, no matter what we do, so... We'll just slowly take our 5-foot steps in stride. Alright. 5-foot this way. Alright, we only took 9 damage that time. Good. That's gonna help a lot. There we go. Ow. There we go, finally. Our fast healing will basically cover us for the majority of whatever we're going to be going through. But yeah. Now, I do believe this is an instance where I do want to actually buff up a specific stat here, so I'm actually going to prepare with that in mind. I'm going to use Mind Blank here. It is necessary given the circumstances, so that's why I'm buffing it accordingly. Alright. With that out of the way, we are going to phase shape here. It should be good. Yeah, we got a warp to the Midnight Fane here. This area is entirely optional, but it does matter if we go this way, so... Sort of why I'm taking my time here. Okay, so this is the particular instance that I was worried about. Okay. You'll never attack with them? Honestly, I find that if you're playing this game, the strongest build that you're ever going to get is summon builds. So I would probably go for things like Spell Focus Conjuration, so that way you could get into the feat that allows you to boost your summon's stats by +4 in Strength and Constitution. And if you're going to go into a Mythic feat, I would highly suggest increasing either your Animal Companion's boosts or your Summon's boosts. Because both will help you a lot in the long run, I find. Summons can be very wacky And they do scale with the danger, I do believe, of the game. I think it does, anyways. I cannot confirm nor deny that. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Summons are not something you can control, but yeah. Despite how annoying summons can be, they are very useful if you know how to use them. You just basically treat them like face tanks. For the most part, anyways. Regardless. Off we go here. What is going here? What's going on here? One second, the game's lagging here. Yeah, lag is a, one hell of a situation. Hold on. Okay, I guess... yeah, no, the game's crashed here. Damn it, okay. I guess this is just gonna be my life now. Alright, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here, unfortunately. Because the game has decided to crash on me. Alright. I had wanted to go further, but I guess we're gonna have to leave things on a cliffhanger here. Probably in a few hours, I'll probably throw up stream back up, but I'm probably gonna be playing Minecraft, so... yeah. I guess you guys will get to see that, and see what else we have to offer there. But, I digress. All the same, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.